Hi and welcome guys to the Amsterdam canals. We're here with Moychay.nl Team, right? Sergey, our founder, actually much more people that you can't see. But we're going to be enjoying a wonderful jasmine green tea. And we're going to record a little episode talking about the special new teas that have arrived from China, right? So Sergey, please tell us more about it.
So we actually just received the first bunch of spring fresh green teas. It comes a little bit later this year because of Corona and some logistics, but actually it's arrived finally. So we are really lucky to receive it. And right now we drink Moly Bitань Piaoxue, which is jasmine green tea, one of the top ones, which is comes regularly. It's harvested in the middle or sometime even in the beginning of March. So which is one of the most delicate
and super fresh teas,
right? You can try. It's oily and there's very flowery notes.
Right, yes, very floral. And the thing is that basically this is one of the freshest teas you can get right now. Because right now it's basically June, right? Half June.
Most of tea is harvested in April, and we also have some others. We have some samples of, just over here, some samples of Duyun Maodian, for example. It's tea from Guizhou province. And also we have Lunzin tea and some other types, maybe around 10 types of fresh harvested green teas. Not so much as we usually drink, but this year we just selected the best ones. From March to April harvested, only first or second harvested green teas.
Yeah, and for everybody who's first time it's watching this kind of infusion method, this is actually Gong Fu Cha, right? So as you can see,
maybe it's not
Gong Fu Cha, right?
Cha.
In general, you use a lot of leaves and a bit of water, right? And this is called the Gaiwan. So this is used for very quick infusions.
Yes.
To get maximum taste in each cup, and we infuse this for 10 times. For example, how much would you infuse this tea, for example?
Maybe at least because. We had a break, and actually this tea we just brewed almost 1 hour ago, and we drink a whole thermos like this, and this is actually the second thermos, and it's still
super tasteful, right?
Yeah. So maybe this is more than 12 infusion, I think, maybe.
Wow.
So it's pretty. The potential of great teas, if it's good material, good leaves, good quality, you will have much more tea from it, actually. So for example, if tea quality is very poor, you will only make 5 infusions or 4 infusions sometimes. But for top level teas, you have at least 12 to sometimes 17, even 20 infusions.
And so besides the taste, that's also one of the reasons you may want to invest in some good tea or pay a bit more, right?
Yeah, but you same time you receive much different experience. But of course, this tea is much more expensive, which is regular green teas, even than Japanese teas, for example, or some Chinese, which comes later in April or even in May. But for this, we also have some, accessible teas at the same time. So we not only sell like top level tea, because this is a top one. Same time we have, for example, Hei Chu Hao, which is a very, very accessible green tea. But at the same time, which is really great, he's absolutely clean, organic tea. And cheap.
And also Hei Chu Hao is great for cold brewing, right? So
that's
where you
Hei Chu Hao is great
10
for cold.
grams for 1 liter, and then you leave it for like a night, and then you get a really cool green tea.
You can take like a bottle, for example, of just glass bottle or plastic bottle, doesn't matter. 5 to 10 grams, up to your taste. Put in the fridge with cold water, and in the morning you have perfect cold brewed tea.
And let's talk a bit more about the difference between high-priced or top-level green jasmine teas and accessible ones, right? So probably the jasmine here is also better.
Yeah, jasmine maybe just harvested a little bit earlier. So regular jasmine, most of big quantities of jasmine are harvested in the end of May or middle of May, depends on the season and the region, because it's not only, but the most biggest amount of jasmine harvested in Guizhou in Guangxi province. And from there we have our Moly Liu Cha. This is jasmine, accessible jasmine tea, not expensive one, but at the same time very tasty. And the material also comes from a little bit more later harvested tea leaves. Material of green tea, also it's around maybe middle of May or beginning of May harvested. This is why this tea is much more cheaper than this, maybe many times cheaper. but of course the taste is also much different. When we tried first brews, like from first to maybe sixth, we had absolutely incredible aroma. Right now it a little bit comes low, but it's maybe 13 infusion. Yeah, you see, so it's.
And
but
by
we
the
still
way,
have.
would you recommend infusing green teas in a gaiwan or a teapot?
I think that better gaiwan. Why? Because green tea need not so cold, not so hot water. For example, if you use a dish-up pot, it's best. It's suitable for, of course, for fermented teas like pu'er, like black teas, like fermented oolongs. Much better. But green teas need a little bit colder water, like 80 to maybe 86 degrees. We can cool it down a little bit, or we can also use hot water. But sometimes we can extract a little bit more bitterness from it if you use it too hot water, or it can spoil it with taste.
Yeah.
So this is why we can
80?
control. Yeah, around 80 it will be much better.
Yeah.
But you see, it depends on the master. If master can, sometimes you can even brew green tea, very delicate green tea with hot water, and it's great. So it's not a strict rule. You just need to follow, and you just
everything
keep it in
tea,
mind.
right?
Yeah. No rules. I prefer gaiwan for green teas, for white teas, and for yellow teas. Yeah, okay. But for rest of tea, I mostly use teapot.
Cool. And by the way, just a side note, we've been open for around 3 months, right? But just recently we've opened everything from our club, as well as our tea rooms, for example. So you can always also visit us and just have a tea there in our club, as well as tasting all of these new teas. We would gladly make a cup for you, and you could enjoy that, right?
Yeah, it's always welcome, which I can really recommend if you are beginning in tea, for example, and you want to have a whole experience of tea. It's really great to visit even only once with ceremony with one of our masters to book it, and you will have some really special experience, and you will know how to brew tea correct, how to extract best possibility, best
taste, actually.
Best flavor, best aroma from tea. Because if you just brew it for we have some kennel. Wow, but they're okay.
So
it's great. So
tea makes you alert.
Yeah. Tea makes you warm.
And by the way, this gree.
Wow. What are you doing?
Daddy also just showing off his skills. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And by the way, about that, how is green tea with caffeine? So, is it pretty high, right?
Pretty high, especially the first harvest, because it's a bud. It's concentrate the most profitable vitamins, all other contents of tea. Because why the first harvesting is so important? Because for a long period, tea bushes was not harvested. Because regularly all the plantations, especially in China, start harvesting from the March or April, and it continue even in summer. During summer, you regularly it's harvested for bad quality teas, which is like tea bags and so on, because tea grow very fast, but very big sunshine.
Right?
Sometimes this tea is very beautiful leaves and so on, but it's not so rich. It's not so rich in aroma and flavor and taste and anything. So it also same time it's not contains so much vitamins, because before was several harvests just like 2 weeks ago or something. But the first harvest or second harvest still tea leaf contain the most big value and most big quantity of this minerals and so on.
And basically,
which is why we have this taste. Because it's come because of this content.
And first flush and second flush is the same as first harvest and second harvest, right?
Sometimes in India we call it like first flush, second flush. But also what we must know about the flush, there is also different types of harvesting. Sometimes it's one bud and one leaf. Sometimes it's one bud and 2 leaves. And sometimes, which is the lowest quality, 1 bud and 3 leaves.
Moychay.nl canals is often very intense and rich, not only in taste but also in high stakes. So
our captain right now, you didn't see him, but he is already tea drunk, so strong.
Just the tea, just proves how strong the tea is. On that note, let's bring our a little episode to an end. Thank you so much, Sergey, for telling a bit about where our teas come from, giving a little introduction, and we're very happy to have this much fresh green teas, right? So everybody who came to Moychay before and was like, where are the green teas? Here they are, they're fresh. Please come by and have a taste.
And we will receive much more in close future. It's only the beginning.
Yes. So, thank you for watching.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice day. Check out our, for example, Instagram, Facebook, right there. We're also posting updates, and hope to see you in our club. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.